I don't want to do this, but I have to. Just like a cold plunge, just like a sauna, we look into struggle and we face it. And I am going to be breaking down a painful competition loss. Not painful physically, a little bit painful physically, but everybody knows you should look at your competition footage, you should look at your losses, you should break them down. Nobody wants to do it. This is me setting an example for the boys and my mom, because I look at the channel statistics and there's only boys and my mom who watches this channel, but that's okay, because we are going to look at some footage and we're going to break down why I lost my last pro competition match. Let's give you all the backstory. This is the Michigan Submission Only Association Pro Volume 5. So this is the 5th pro tournament that the MSOA has put on, and I was not expecting to compete in this event. Actually, I literally paid money to spectate. I paid money for a ticket to watch this event. And I was going to watch some of my teammates compete. I was actually helping some of the guys trade. But, I knew some of the guys on the card. I've competed against, people before. I obviously knew the promoter. But it was, going to be exciting. And I was going to have fun watching the event. However, a few days before the event, not quite a week, but more than 2 days, about 4 days, somebody got injured. I actually literally did not even look into who. And somehow my name came up and I was asked whether or not I wanted to compete. Well, we're watching this event, so yeah. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the collar tie I like. First problem, immediately getting pushed up against the cage. The collar tie is okay, but you'll find that if you're against the cage, you can be taken down quite easily. This is me, by the way. I'm the one who got taken down quite easily. So what I should have done is contest the takedown like my life depended on it. What I did not do was contest the takedown at all. In this moment, I was actually not really caring all that much if I got taken down, because I was going to try to go for a leg lock. Let's see how this played out. Up and down. And so I was sort of maybe going for a guillotine, but obviously I didn't want to get Von Fluted. Go back to Regard. I know he comes from 10th Planet. That's the only thing I know about him. And so if I play a lockdown game on him, I'm like, well, he's seen this before. So right now what I'm trying to do is get back to Butterfly Guard, stay off my side. Contest the underhook. Again, not in a great spot, but once we get back to Butterfly Guard and have prison control right here, not terrible, right? So we're at, he's contesting, he's obviously fighting for the underhook. I have double underhooks and I have Butterfly Guard. I was taken down, but in this moment, I was actually assessing how damaged my knee was, because during that takedown, I ended up getting my knee hit against the metal of the cage. So it was really actually just minor bruising, but in the moment, the adrenaline's going. All I know is that there is some level of damage there, and I can't feel it, and I won't be able to feel it until after this match is over. So there was that playing in the back of my mind, but mostly what I was thinking about doing is going into a leg lock position. We'll just hit play. Elevate into Ashigarami, attempt a straight ankle lock, belly down, and that's where he takes my back. The main issue there was, and I hate to say it, was position before submission. This is something you guys should learn as a white belt, and I was taught as a white belt. But I got greedy, and I saw the end of the match, and I thought it was going to be, look, a straight ankle lock, a belly down straight ankle lock off Ashigarami is a move that I have not practiced, and I should have gone for an inside weave position, maybe like the honey hole, or at least try to heel hook. Going back, probably even leg locks, right, with the whole glasses of 20/20 vision. Maybe leg locks against this opponent was not a good strategy, but if I were to do leg locks, I shouldn't have gotten so greedy and just gone for the first thing I saw. I should have tried to get position, held position, and gone from there, because I didn't really secure a leg lock. And when you overextend and you just refund something, you get your back taken. Slow motion. Okay. Post. Yeah, okay. I never even got the position all the way. I basically started applying, and he stepped over. And it wouldn't have been an issue if I had a deadly submission hold right here, but his knee is bent, and he gets it back underneath him. And at this point, it's too late for me to turn into him, because he gets around, takes my back. Excellent work on my opponent, too. So at this point, I'm trying to defend, but it's essentially a slow downhill battle. Now, he sort of crosses his feet, and I maybe could have gotten something with that had I played it a little bit more strategically, but I basically dumped my whole Hail Mary plan. You know, I'm using the wall to climb up, but I just get choked out. And I hate watching this, but I'm going to watch this again. By the way, I've watched this plenty of times, but I hate this so much. And I tapped out. This was very, very difficult. But let's talk about some of the lessons. Obviously, where did we go wrong? First of all, accepting this match in the first place on short notice without a, I didn't have a training camp, and that's not an excuse. The excuse should have been, there is none, but it is a factor nonetheless, and I don't think I'm going to take any matches on short notice if I want to try to win. And actually, I did want to win that, so it's very disappointing. But let's take that factor out of it. Let's just say neither of us had a training camp, because it's possible he didn't have a training camp either. I don't know what he did. So let's say that's no factor at all. What should my game plan have been? My game plan should have been to do the things that I'm absolutely best at, and clearly that belly down straight ankle lock from Ashigarami, which was not my game plan. I was trying to at least go for a heel hook. It was never to get a straight ankle lock. It was to be a general leg lock, but I never even fought hard enough to get to the position. So if I were to have gone for leg locks, I should have not gone for them first. I probably should have started in a better spot by contesting the takedown. And even if I had gotten taken down, it would have been so much easier for me if he was tired and not full of energy and ready to just spring out of that leg lock. Because if he was completely exhausted, it's a little bit harder to pull your legs in, but there's that. Then on top of that, this goes back to my training. I had not trained a lot with people on my back. And obviously this is something that I've been literally doing every single practice since, is having people take my back and then trying to defend from there. And this is something I'm going to have to do for a very, very long time, because it's obvious to me that my defense was not where it needed to be. And had my defense been better, my offense would have been able to play into it. So that's going to be a major factor, is starting in defensive positions, so that way my offense can work into play. Moreover, I should be doing the offense that I'm actually good at, rather than the things that, I'm just mad at myself for losing, right? For not doing the best things that I possibly could. What's disappointing is not doing the type of jiu-jitsu that you're best at. So that sucks. That's all I got. Yeah, I guess I got to get better.